We are still waiting for the video to be recorded for the Southern Ridges Run by the Singapore Frontrunners, but I'm targeting to release a new piece of Instagram content every day. That's why now we'll be working on the marathon training video. I did a 52K marathon training on Sunday morning. That's our national day. I'm going to use different clips from the 52K run to post on a regular basis, maybe every other day. I can't possibly put all 52K into one single clip. It's going to be very boring. So I'm just going to take maybe like a 1 minute, at most 1.5 minutes of running in that video. I'm going to pick selected sections of the video and post it onto Instagram, to make up for my daily content. Let's head back to the project that I have opened for, that I created for the marathon training. Let's go into File, Open Library. Okay, I'm not sure if this is right, but let's put other. No, okay. Funny. Okay. It doesn't seem to an easy way to choose the library that I want to run. Let's just look for it. It's in the Video 360 Marathon Training and Final Cut Pro, and I have the library here. I've already created a earlier clip. Let's take a look at the earlier clip that I created for marathon training. This is a clip from the Lau Pa Sat run. It's just me walking into the Lau Pa Sat food center. This is happening at 4 a.m. During my run, so it's very quiet. We reframe the video. So we use LenoFX to stack up the two videos. We put the front view at the beginning, at the top frame, and we put a back view at the bottom frame. Maybe we'll tweak this for our next clip. We could do back view, or we could do a left side or right side, depending on which is interesting. Now, for this particular case, there's nothing interesting on the left or right, so I just put in the back view. And this goes on to about 1 minute, 10 seconds, and it goes out to the street. Yeah, so we'll create a simple clip for our upcoming for our marathon run, and we'll post it onto Instagram. We have the project, not a project, but a Final Cut Pro library here. Just double click. Yeah, there you go. It appears that. Okay, let's just hide our Southern Ridges project for now, and we have our library for marathon training. Nothing here. Can I just delete? Okay, good. So we've only got one event, and that's for our marathon training clips. How do we get these clips? These clips were exported by Insta360 Studio. We took these clips, we took the files from the micro SD card, imported into Insta360 Studio. Then we choose to export as individual clips, multiple clips, not one single clip. That's how we were able to convert every single clip into its own MP4 file. Yeah. This is what we call the equirectangular format. It's a 360-degree view, vertically and horizontally. Final Cut Pro needs to use this format in order to edit 360-degree video. That's why we had to export our video in this format from Insta360 Studio. Insta360 Studio. Yeah. Now I'm going to well, I'm going to create a similar clip. We created a project for Lau Pa Sat. Let's just create a new event to separate these out. Okay, let's call it reuse. Let's move this into our real project. Maybe these two also. These are the compound clips that we use to create the stack videos. This is a Lau Pa Sat video that we saw just now. I'm going to create a copy of this. So just duplicate project as I'm gonna pick Marina Bay Sands for the next video. That's me running through Marina Bay Sands at what time? It was 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Yeah. So it's gonna have the same settings, vertical 4K video, and we're gonna edit Marina Bay Sands. So this is the copy of La Pasa. We're gonna change this in a while. To begin, let's select the clips. Okay, for now there's a split screen here with 2 clips below. Yeah, maybe we don't need this. Let's create it from scratch. I'm going to select everything and just purge everything. Gone. Change the duration. Come on. Change the duration to 0. Okay, that's empty. So we're starting from scratch. And let me show you how I start creating a 1-minute clip for Marina Bay Sands. Let's start by going into our source. We have the Marina Bay Sands early in the morning. That was quite darkness. I started running at 4 a.m. and I finished at almost 2 p.m. So it was a very hot day, and yeah, but I survived. So that was good. We look for the Marina Bay Sands clip. It could be here. Okay, this is already the Gardens by the Bay. So it's before this. And there you go. Here's our clip. How long is this clip? Do I need everything? Yeah, we might not need everything. Maybe the interesting part is this is the middle part here. So this whole clip is 1 minute 12 seconds. Actually, not too bad. I mean, okay, fine. I'll just limit it to 1 minute to make things more interesting. So the interesting part is in the middle, which is here. We'll start a bit before that. So maybe here. If I take this, it will be a 1 minute 12-second clip. No, it will be 30-second clip. 31 seconds. Okay, we can start a bit earlier to make it a 40 seconds. Okay, fine. 40 seconds is fine. We'll have a 40-second clip here. Let's just take this off, put it into our timeline. With a 40-second clip that shows the interesting middle part. Yeah, it's going to be a bit blurry because the low light condition. Yeah, but that's now. So this is an interesting point. Can I use the video stabilization features to make this better? Okay, to do that, let's do some reframing first. We're going to put the tilt to 25%. We got these values from the previous video. Field of view will be 150 so that we can see more of the video. Yeah, okay. It's going to be quite jerky. So question now is that whether we can stabilize this. If I right click, okay, if I click this and select the effects, let's look for stabilize. Okay, this is a bit tricky. Trying to figure out how to select what what the video effect is called. Is there a stabilized video here? Stabilize. Interesting. 360 doesn't much. Basics. It's in the clip properties. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So when you select the clip here, there's a stabilization option. If I select this, so what is a spatial conform? Interesting. Not sure. Okay, let's just use the default. and we apply stabilization. And let's see what happens. So when we do this editing in Premiere Pro, it was a bit tricky. Stabilization was hard, especially in low light conditions. The video stabilization in Insta360 X5 works better in daylight. At nighttime in dark places, it doesn't work so well. So we have to see if Final Cut Pro can help us and do this stabilization. Yeah. Exit analyzing. A bit better, though it's a bit streaky. How does this play? If I just play the clip.
12.8, 9.16. Average pace, 9.6.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it's not 100% pretty because of the stabilization issues, but maybe it'll do for now. I mean, this is a recording of the actual marathon training condition. Yeah. And it happened at 4 a.m. according to a timestamp, 4:47. What is the clip before that? Okay. Yeah. So that's the best we can do. We will show different views of it. So we can see that there's interesting information in front. Yes. Let me just reframe it to point to the front because it's pointing to the side somehow. So we will have one view pointing in front. Maybe we will alternate between the back views. For second frame, the lower frame, we will alternate between back views, left and right, because I think there's interesting stuff from left and right. Let's do a pan to center this. So we should, come on, we should center around here. Okay, let me see. This is a bit odd. The panning is off. Okay, let's make sure you point straight ahead. We need to roll it a bit so that it's horizontal. I'm trying to move it to the lower frame. Right now, there's a bit too much ground, so let's tilt some more, like this. Okay, see, the bright part is quite stable. It's just that the dark parts are quite jerky. Yeah, I'm not sure how successful this will be. It still looks quite blurry, but well, let's do our best. The other thing I'm thinking, what if I increase the speed? If I... Will it improve the video stabilization? Okay, let's try this. If I increase the speed to 150%, maybe it will look better. Because it's kind of slow anyway. 150%. Okay. Let's use the best quality, machine learning. And 150% is good because it's not too fast. It makes running videos a little less boring. Yeah. Yeah, the reframing is a bit off now. You can see that it's now going into the trees. We may need to adjust the panning a bit to point it straight ahead instead of going to the trees. I'm not sure why it was pointing those trees. Yeah. Sheesh. Okay, it's going to take a while. Okay, I'm going to assume that 150% works because this is getting slow. Okay. Since we are now speeding up 150% and we are targeting maybe 40 seconds for a video, we can now afford to show more video. So I just drag this okay, fine. Let's just drag this here. Now we've got 46 seconds of video. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that we're not pointing. Why did our reframing go off? Let me just. Okay, let's put the center and change our panning to fix it back to the center. So we should be pointing straight at the path, straight ahead. This looks okay. This looks okay. Does our panning go off? Okay, I think the panning's okay now. So let's set our pan to 0. No. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Now, we're going to do a stacking of 2 clips vertically. So I'm going to create a second clip that will show the other angles. To do that, I'm going to do a copy and paste. Control C, Control V. No, okay. Here, Control C, Control V. Why is it looking so weird? Why did it create two copies? What happened? Okay, this is a mess. Oh, I think it kind of chopped off the clip at the beginning, at the end. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy, paste, and put it. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna drag this on top. Remove this empty space. 0. Control plus plus. Hit back into our clip. Now we have 2 copies of a clip. They're both identical. I'm gonna keep this as the top frame because it's on top. I'm going to disable it for now so that we see the bottom part. Right. So now we can edit this part. The part below we will do reframing. We will point it to the back. So I will pan this to the back. Now initially we will show the back view, but then later on we will switch the views to the left and to the right. Okay. What? Let's reset the room. Okay, it's more horizontal now. I'm going to also change the field of view so that we can see more. So almost to the almost to the edge. You can almost see the black corners coming out. So earlier was field of view of 150. Now we're using 160. So meaning the back view will see more things, right? Make sure everything fits into the lower frame because we're going to shift it when we apply the stacking effect, the 2x1 split, the 2-way split. Okay, now I'm going to start the video by showing the back. Then I'm going to switch to left, then right. Okay, right, then left, because the right looks more interesting. The right, then left, then we switch out to back again. That means I'm going to cut out the video into 4 chunks. Back, right, left, then back to back. Right? Because we want to have closure and the same way. To do that, I'm going to chop using the blade tool, press B. I'm going to pick the right places. So our video is at 46 seconds. So half of it is 23. 23. It's here. We're gonna chop here. Okay. Then I'm going to chop half of this. Fine. I'm just going to pick a roughly half and roughly half here. Okay, good. Switch back to the previous tool, press A. Okay. Now so now we got 4 clips and we can change the view. The beginning will start at the back, then we'll switch to the right view because there's interesting stuff in there. Let's preview this. To do that, I will do a pan to the right. Maybe I'll tilt it a bit more to fit into the bottom half the frame. Okay, it's quite interesting tree effect here. Should I pan tilt some more? Okay, that's the best. Then next clip we will look at the left, which will be near the trees and the water. I'm going to pan to the okay. Yeah, trees are quite nice. I'm going to tilt it a bit. So hopefully you can see some of the trees. And then we'll finish up. Maybe I'll just point at the trees because there's nothing interesting on the ground anyway. So I'm going to tilt it so that we'll see just the trees and nothing else. Maybe some of the buildings behind it. And we'll finish up the back view. Maybe I should show the right view because the right view is starting to get interesting. So let me just switch it back to the right. This view here, we finish off with the right view by doing a pan back to the right. Yeah, this looks interesting. Again, we'll do more tilting to show less ground and more of the building. Okay, this is good. So now we have 2 clips here. We want to stack them on top of each other, right? To do that, we'll use the LenoFX two-way split. Okay, it's busy right now. Hello? Let's wait a while. So LenoFX is a professional plugin that I bought myself. There has lots of templates. Inside it, I've also bought the LenoFX reuse template that has got the two-way stacking, this two-way split screen that I'm using. I'm going to use in a while. It also has the LenoFX also has titles that you can reuse on video. I'm going to use a LenoFX title in a while also. Will it stop spinning? It's very, very busy. Come on. So I'm wondering now whether I should just quit this project. Hello? Okay, let's see what happens if I just kill Final Cut Pro. I'm assuming that everything is all saved. Um, uh, I'm trying to remember the magic key to kill things. Control, alternate, escape. Yeah, there you go. Force quit. Quit. Now let's restart our project and hope that everything comes back. We have our Final Cut Pro project. Now just restart Final Cut Pro. And hope everything comes back. Okay, let's see. Okay. Sorry. Okay, this is the other project I was working on, so I can close this one now. We were doing oh my gosh, what happened to our reels? What is this? This is not my project. I don't. This is interesting. Oh, there you go. Marina Bay Sands. Phew. Okay, so it's still there. Yeah, everything's still intact. So thank goodness. So Final Cut Pro was able to do its own auto saving. So it's a bit different from Adobe Premiere. I need to save it once in a while. If something happens, it crashes, I'll lose most of my project. But uh, thankfully, everything is intact. And the last thing we did was enable this clip, and it still works. So just to confirm, we are doing okay. Yeah, I assume it's correct. I really hate to disable, enable, and cause it to hang again. But what we do now is that we will create a compound clip before we add it to the split screen. Because the split screen only allows us to do one clip, and that clip has got to do the framing. Remember we did the framing for our vertical format, and we chose the panning to fit into that frame. Well, we need to preserve this panning by using a compound clip. Otherwise, it wouldn't work with the split screen for our LenoFX template. So I will just create, right click, new compound clip. Let's call it Marina Bay Sands 1. Same thing for this. We will create a compound clip that's got everything here. Compound clip, Marina Bay Sands 2. Now we can add these two titles. Now we can add these two compound clips into our split screen. We go into the templates here. Look for LenoFX Reuse. This is a package that's sold by LenoFX that I bought from LenoFX that allows us to arrange our clips into a vertical stack in other formats suitable for Instagram. So I'm going to pick split screen 2.2 because we're going to stack two videos vertically. This goes into here, and this will be the whole project. Yeah. So now our split screen is hiding the two clips, but that's okay. We are not actually seeing Marina Bay Sands 1 and 2, but by doing this kind of stacking, I'm telling myself that this split screen has these two clips in it. Yeah, so it's not really rendering anything from Marina Bay Sands line and 2 in this main timeline, but it's just a visual reminder for me that this split screen is using these two clips. It's quite helpful sometimes, especially when I rearrange the clips in my split screen. So therefore, I have these two clips already, 1 and 2. I will drag it into my split screen. You see that the split screen has got this drop zone 1 and drop zone 2. This is the top, the top part of the frame. This is drop zone 2 corresponds to the bottom half of the frame. I'm going to pick Marina Bay Sands 1 for my top frame here. See, the top frame appears. I'm going to adjust it in a while. Then Marina Bay Sands 2 in the bottom frame here. Okay, let's adjust this. Let's take the top frame and we'll push the Y value a bit to make it fit into the frame. So right here. Yeah, there's a bit too much ground. So maybe I just flip it a bit here. Show less of the ground and more of the sky. Maybe it's too much. Okay, let's undo this. Let's pick a middle point in the video. We will show more of the ground, less of the sky. Okay, around here. So right now, did I make a mistake with the reframing? Because you can see that there's now the top part is now pointing to the side. Okay, it's a bit weird. I thought we were pointing to the front. Anyway, let's fix this later. Okay, now we fix the bottom part of the frame. Make sure that it points. We shift it out a bit like this. So we're looking at behind, then uh right, left, yeah, right, then left, then right again. Yeah, it's kind of disorienting, but Okay, let's go and look at the reframing. It's not pointing straight ahead, is it? If we play this clip, yeah, it's not really going straight ahead. It's pointing somewhere else. Okay, let's reframe this. So this clip is pointing, the pan should go to the front, like this. So yeah, so I think it's because I'm changing direction. So it's why the see, this part goes off. Yeah, I'm actually turning a camera to face that, so that's causing a problem. And it makes things confusing. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. So let me just reframe this to remove the tilt right. So the tilt right happens here. I'm going to add a keyframe here to undo the tilt right. So let's add a keyframe for the pen here. Where does the tilt right begin? The tilt right begins here. Add a keyframe. Let's show the keyframes. Show the animation. So now we have two keyframes. Let's move the other keyframe and let's reorientate this. So we're going to pan back to the center. Okay, the roll is kind of strange. Let's just reorientate and fix it. Okay, let's try again. So we're pointing to directly in front, yes. Then we are, oh dear, we're panning right again. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Where does it go wrong? This is okay, okay. Somehow over here we start to turn right. So I can add a keyframe here. And the point that turn right is here. So let's add a keyframe here and we'll start to change the pen. The panning should go to straight in front. The next keyframe, what happens? This is already off. So next keyframe should also pan to the left, pointing straight ahead. Okay, let's see. So we are going straight. Then we are going to, okay, we're still going straight. We manually compensated for this. Then we are going still straight with guns on compensation. And then we are going straight. Okay, so we're mostly pointing to the front, so this is good. Let's head back to the original video. What does it look like? So we're going straight. Yeah, at this point, it's getting a bit hard to preview because everything is so laggy right now. Okay. You see that now, at this point in time, the horizon is kind of slanted. We need to do a roll to undo this. Okay, I'm thinking to make this faster, I can do a proxy. So right-click Marina Bay Sands 1, right-click Transcode Media. It will create a proxy that's at half the resolution. This will speed things up, although it will increase the disk space. Okay, but I think it's good for previews. Transcode Media for the second clip also. Okay, seems to be done. So the preview should run a bit better. Okay, let's fix the tilting of the horizon. We need to fix the roll in the video. So the roll seems okay for this section of the video. Where does the roll start to change? This is okay. So let's put a keyframe here. The roll starts to change around here. I think when we do the tilt, when we do the panning. So I'll put a keyframe here. And then I will do the roll, adjust it. Okay, well, how does it look like if I do it here? Okay, so now the horizon is now horizontal. So this is good. Phew, okay, this is going to be a bit a bit of a headache. I'm going to reduce the volume of clips because it's now playing two copies of a clip and both will have sound. To make it simple, I'm just going to mute the sound from this clip so that we'll play the sound from the second clip. Okay, so there's no sound now. Yeah, funny. Now everything seems to be stabilized. I think maybe it just took some time to render the stabilization. Although it's a bit, yeah, you can see that the lights are streaking. So that's because our camera doesn't stabilize too well. But might be good enough. We also increase the speed by 150%. So it looks, maybe that helps. Okay, so this is the top frame. It seems to be okay now. Although we can't really be sure until we do a full render of the whole clip. So now the top frame is kind of fixed. Let's look at the lower frame, make sure that it's pointing the right places. The lower frame is at Marina Bay Sands too. See now I can just click into the compound clip and it works. It's an easy way to manage our vertical stacking. So I can just click into the compound clip and edit it straight away from here instead of going up here. Let's do a preview. Make sure that the framing is correct. So it's still right, it's still going horizontal, yes. It's now looking at the right side. Everything is still level. Perfectly horizontal, that's fine. Then it's going to switch to the left view. Okay, more trees. Still level. And now to the right. Hopefully still level. Okay, everything looks quite level. Maybe for the trees part, we could show more of the trees because I think it'll be chopped off once it goes out into the frame. To do that, I'll do a tilt. Tilt, please. Some trees and some buildings. So it will show. Yeah, the buildings are too dark anyway. So why don't we just show more trees? If we head back to the original clip, we should see the effect. Yeah, trees now. And some buildings. Okay, maybe too much trees. Let's just go back into clip and reframe this. Can we have less trees now? Tilt a bit less. Okay, fine. Go back. Now we see. Okay, less trees. Because we really have some trees in the top frame. Yeah. Is this level? Yeah, it's starting to go wonky here. It's not exactly level. Let's do the roll. Come on, roll with me. And okay, next make sure everything is still level. Okay, good. Hit back here. Yeah. Okay, that's the best we can do. It's pretty challenging to do this in a dark location. Hopefully, the future clips will be better. It's just too dark. The video stabilization is not so great. So that's why we are having all these challenges. But given the circumstances, this is the best we can do. This is the best we can do. We've already done the video stabilization in Final Cut Pro, and we are already speeding up the video by 50%. And maybe that helps to stabilize things. Maybe we export this to a final MP4 file, it will look better. Because right now it's still busy doing analysis. Okay. Final thing we'll do is add in a title. To do that, I will copy the title from the previous clip, La Passat. I can't remember what it's called, glitch, but I can't remember which. It's a LenoFX title, yes, but I can't remember which of these it came from. Let's search for glitch. It might be coming from the because I bought the absolute pack, so it comes with a lots and lots of plugins. Maybe Kinetic. Yeah, it could be this one. This is like it. So it's under the Kinetic typography essentials, and there's a glitch. There's a glitch plugin, a glitch effect, a glitch title. Yeah. But within the Kinetic typography, there are lots of interesting titles in there. I'm just using one of the simplest ones. So I will just copy this, Control C, and paste it into my project. Which is Marina Bay Sands. Put it in front, paste. There you go. Right now it's playing for 10 seconds. Maybe that's okay. And it's going to be right in the center. Let's rename this to Marina Bay Sands. Okay, nice. Yeah, because I realized that most of our viewers probably don't read the titles under the video. So we need to, make things really obvious and just park it right at the beginning of the video to make sure that everybody knows what we're looking at. There's a bit too much space in the middle. I'm just going to change the line spacing and pack everything in. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so that we can see more of the scenery and less of the words. So there'll be a nice glitching effect. And yeah, there. Why is my... Yeah, the trouble is that the roll is a bit off. Let me see. Okay, let's fix this. The trouble is that you can see it's perfectly horizontal here, but towards the end of the clip, it goes wonky. It's tilted. We can do that by fixing the roll with animation. Okay, let's look at a point. This is okay. Somewhere around here, it goes wonky. So I will set a keyframe for the roll here. Then that near the end of clip here, we will add another keyframe and we will fix the roll to make it horizontal. Yes. I think it happens because we are tilting the camera and pointing somewhere else. So the roll gets affected. So now it's horizontal. And we kind of forced it to be horizontal. Okay, good enough. Yeah, so right now it's getting quite busy. It won't render it correctly in real time. To be really sure, we need to do a final export into MP4 and see what the final file is. But this looks okay for now. To export as MP4 and upload it to Instagram, YouTube, and also TikTok, RedNote, we will do an export like this: file, share, Apple devices 4K. Click next, and Marina Bay Sands save. Yeah, you see this thing up here is showing you the progress of the export. And it's going to take a while, I think. If you continue this, Vex. Okay, fine. So it's telling us that it's doing some retiming and I cannot export now. If I click continue, it may be missing. So I cannot click continue. Otherwise, the retiming will not work. So I will cancel. It is a bit strange. So that means I need to wait a while for the rendering to finish. Yeah, it's okay, fine. So what I'll do is that I'll wait for this background render to finish, and then after that I will do the export again, the file share Apple devices 4K, and hopefully it won't complain about our yeah, the busyness that is happening right now. Okay, so that's it for this video that I'm editing for the marathon training. It's a simple clip, but we're trying to live with the constraints. This was shot at low light, and our Insta360 X5 camera doesn't work quite well with low light. The video stabilization is off. So we're doing our best to do the stabilization inside Final Cut Pro, and we sped up the clip by 50%. And we are now waiting for this whole rendering to complete. And hopefully it will look okay once we export it into a video file. Yep. Next video, we'll go back to our editing of the Southern Ridges Run for the Singapore Frontrunners. Please join me in that video. Check the link in the video description. Thank you. Bye.